Many people blame themselves when cravings strike hardest at night. They assume it is a lack of discipline, poor motivation, or emotional eating. But if you consistently feel hungrier after dinner, lose willpower in the evening, or wake up hungry even when you ate well during the day, the issue is rarely character. It is physiology. Specifically, it is hormonal signaling that becomes most influential while you sleep. Fat loss, appetite control, and metabolism are often discussed as daytime processes driven by calories burned, workouts completed, or meals tracked. In reality, some of the most powerful metabolic decisions your body makes happen at night. While you sleep, your gut, liver, pancreas, and brain are constantly communicating. They decide whether to repair tissues, balance blood sugar, regulate hunger hormones, and release stored fat, or whether to stay in a defensive, storage-oriented state. One of the key players in this process is a gut hormone called GLP-1, or glucagon-like peptide 1. GLP-1 is released when food reaches the intestines, particularly when digestion is slow and there is sufficient volume and fiber. Once released, GLP-1 sends strong signals to the brain that you are full and satisfied. It reduces appetite, improves insulin sensitivity, and stabilizes blood sugar. This is why medications like Ozempic and Wegovy, which amplify GLP-1 signaling, have such powerful effects on appetite and weight loss. What is less commonly discussed is that GLP-1 is not only influenced by drugs. It can also be supported naturally through food choices and timing, especially in the evening. Nighttime is when insulin sensitivity, gut hormone responsiveness, and liver metabolism are recalibrated. Supporting the right signals during this window can dramatically reduce late-night cravings and next-day hunger. This is where chia seeds come into the picture. Chia seeds are not special because they are low-calorie or trendy. They are special because of how they behave once they are hydrated. When chia seeds absorb liquid, they expand and form a thick gel that is rich in soluble fiber. This gel slows gastric emptying, meaning food leaves the stomach more gradually. Slower gastric emptying enhances satiety signals from the gut to the brain, particularly through the vagus nerve, the longest cranial nerve in the body. This slower, steadier digestion strongly supports GLP-1 release. It also helps prevent sharp spikes in blood sugar. Nighttime blood sugar spikes are especially problematic because insulin released late in the day signals the body to store energy rather than burn it. When insulin remains elevated overnight, fat loss becomes much harder, regardless of how well you eat during the day. If you frequently feel hungry late at night, crave sweets or crunchy foods after dinner, or wake up thinking about food, these are signs that blood sugar and satiety signaling are off. They are not proof of weakness, they are feedback from your biology. The second component that enhances this effect is lemon. Lemon is not included just for taste. It plays a signaling role, particularly through the liver and bile system. Lemon helps stimulate bile flow. Bile is commonly thought of as a digestive fluid or fats, but it is also a messenger that influences how the gut senses nutrients. Proper bile flow improves communication between the gut and brain and supports hormone signaling, including GLP-1. The liver is especially active at night. While you sleep, it regulates how much glucose is released into the bloodstream. If this process is unstable, blood sugar drops or spikes overnight, leading to early morning hunger and sugar cravings. Supporting bile flow and liver signaling helps smooth out this overnight glucose regulation, making it easier to wake up without intense hunger. Timing is critical. Drinking a chia and lemon mixture before bed works with your circadian rhythm rather than against it. In the evening, your body is more responsive to signals that influence insulin sensitivity and gut hormones. Supporting these systems before sleep helps set the stage for better metabolic control overnight. The preparation is simple but specific. Use 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. This amount is important because too little will not form enough gel to slow digestion, and more is unnecessary. Place the seeds in a large glass or jar and add 12 to 16 ounces of water. Chia seeds absorb a surprising amount of liquid, so more water is better than less. Add the juice of about half a fresh lemon, then stir thoroughly. Let the mixture sit for about 15 minutes so the chia seeds can fully expand. Stir again before drinking to prevent clumping. The ideal time to drink this is 30 to 60 minutes before bed, not immediately before lying down. This window allows digestion to begin, GLP-1 signaling to activate, and blood sugar to stabilize before sleep. It is important to set realistic expectations. This is not a drug and not a forced weight loss method. You are not overriding your body. You are changing the environment your hormones operate in. When insulin stays lower overnight, when GLP-1 signaling improves, and when the liver and gut communicate properly, the body becomes more cooperative. Many people notice fewer nighttime cravings, improved sleep, reduced snacking, and better control around food the next day. If weight loss has felt like a constant battle, especially at night, it doesn't mean you are broken. Your body is responding to signals it receives. Change the signals, and the response can change. This simple bedtime habit supports the same biological pathway targeted by powerful medications, but in a gentle, natural way that works with your physiology rather than fighting it.